pre-season then, George? How have you found it?
I've really enjoyed it. It's been good. We had a trip to Wales and we've had a few good pre-season games as well. And I've been fitness is looking good at the minute, and I've enjoyed it. The squad's in good spirits as well, and everyone can't wait for Saturday.
Yeah, because that's big for you, isn't it? After what happened at the back end of last season, the stop-start, and it was great to be involved at the end. But getting all of that sorted right from the get-go is really important.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, obviously, I really enjoyed the end of last season. Obviously, injury was disappointing, but managed to get fit and play a few games. And obviously, the way it ended was really good. And then, obviously, I had a good off season. Enjoyed my time off. But since I've been in, I've really enjoyed being back playing football again. Stayed fit. Obviously, touch wood, it continues, and everyone seems to be really enjoying it at the minute. We've had a good trip to Wales and a few good pre-season games, and all being well, everyone's fit and ready to go for Saturday.
And presumably on a personal level, a sense that back end of last season you gave us a taste of what you're all about, but we're going to see loads more?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, obviously injury didn't help me at all in terms of minutes and game time, but it was important to get fit for those last few games of the season, and all the time I did have on the pitch I did really enjoy it. And to be honest, since being here, being around the place and with the boys and all of that, I've really enjoyed it, and I'm really happy that I can be here for another 2 years now, and hopefully we can keep the momentum from the end of last season and bring it to this season.
And we knew you had it in the locker to play a bit deeper. We've seen a bit of it during pre-season, pinging those balls around from a bit further back.
Yeah, I mean, a bit of a deeper role so far this pre-season, and I've enjoyed it. Didn't know I had those passes in my locker. Hopefully I can keep them on the pitch in the next couple of games. But I have been enjoying it, and it's been good. I mean, I've really enjoyed the games we've played so far as well. I think we've played some good stuff, and I think the shape's been pretty good. So really looking forward to what we can do, and hopefully we do start strong.
And is it good from your point of view, looking at some of the players that have come in? I guess in some respects, you've played your part in that, in the signing up, getting your contract done early. Do you think that greases the wheels a bit? And some of the other players that are coming in will have looked at the likes of yourself or Ryan Bennett, and it starts to build a bit of momentum?
I couldn't possibly say that's the reason. No, obviously got mine done nice and early. It was a bit of a no-brainer, really. I mean, as I've said earlier on, really did enjoy my time here at the end of last season, and I'm really looking forward to this season coming up. And the signings that have come in so far, they've come straight into training and really good. You can definitely tell they're going to add to the squad. And now we've got that sort of competition for places now as well, and it's always good to have that healthy competition. And it's a really good environment to be in again. And I've said it 5 times already. I said it, Tim heard me on the radio earlier. It's like I've said I'm looking forward to this season and Saturday so much, but I really am. I can't wait to get going.
And presumably, I know it's hard with aims, aspirations, making predictions, but you've not joined this club to be scrapping around at the bottom of the table?
No, and so far from what I've seen as well, I think even last season, before we had the good run towards the end, I saw a lot of good performances where we weren't really necessarily getting the result. So it's definitely something we can build on this season, and who knows, good start and then see where it takes us.
Oxford had a tough one last time, but do you sense over the summer that they've managed to sort themselves out a bit and that they're building a bit of momentum?
Yeah, obviously it's down. We obviously got to look at ourselves and look at what we're going to do on Saturday, but we've had a little look at them as well, and I'm sure we'll do a little bit more work on them today in training. But yeah, they look good. They look like they'll be one of the stronger teams in the division this year. But as I said, like we've looked pretty good in training, we looked pretty good in games, and we're definitely going to give it a good go on Saturday, and hopefully we can get the result as well as a good performance, because it's always good to make sure you're playing well at the start of the season.
Cool, that's great from me.
Yeah. Perfect, thank you.
I'm okay, cheers.
Right, George, just a couple from me if that's okay. Yeah. Swanee mentioned about playing a bit deeper this season in the centre mid role. Do you think that's where you're going to be getting most of your minutes in this side this season?
Yeah, I mean, I've really enjoyed it so far in pre-season, playing this deeper role. I mean, a few more defensive responsibilities as well, so I might have to put a few more tackles in. But no, I have really enjoyed it, and it's definitely somewhere I can see myself playing this season. But again, I'm available to play in whatever role the manager and the team need me to play this season, whether that's the deep role in midfield, or if they need me to play higher up in a 10 role, be a bit more creative, or even off the sides, like wherever I'm needed, I'll play.
Cool. And how are you feeling physically as well? Are you feeling in a good place after the injuries last season?
No, definitely. I mean, it always goes back to the injury comments from last season, and I'd hate them, to be honest, because I've had 2 injuries last season. It's like the only time I've ever been injured. But now I'm feeling really good. It's probably the best shape I've been in for a couple of years. I'm feeling really good, and I'm feeling pretty fit, and hopefully I can get a lot of minutes this season and play those Saturday, Tuesdays, and get through it all right and unscathed. And honestly, it's probably the strongest I've felt.